guys, I'm going to show you where the upper part of Piney, this portion that we floated, is at. So we've got Russellville down here, then we've got Dover, go up here past Dover, 164, take 164 out, and right up here is Longpool. So here's Longpool. This is where we take out at the end of the video. And this is a great little camping area, and you can float from Longpool down to Twin Bridges, which is right down here, and take out at the bridge, just below the bridge. This is a public takeout right here, and then you can also take out at more, where you can have them shuttle you and different things there. But so we took out at Longpool, and we floated down from Treat, from Helton's farm. So Helton's farm is where you can put in at, and you go up to this. Right here is a house, and there's a box on the front porch where you can pay to go down in here and put in. I don't remember exactly what the cost is. Probably need to check on that. So you go down here, you put in right here. So this is where you park and you put into this. This is kind of a little side channel of Piney, and you'll see in the video we put in there, and then it takes a few minutes and we'll get down to the main channel. So here's where you go into the main part of Piney. So then not very far down, you'll run into Indian Ledge, which is right here where Indian Creek runs in. You can also float Indian Creek. You can put in from the road. I wouldn't recommend it without asking someone if it's cleared out. A couple of years ago, I floated it, and there's a big pileup of trees right around in this area somewhere. And there was quite a few people that lost boats there. It was dangerous. There was 4 or 5 trees just stacked up on top of each other over Indian Creek, and it was a hard place to navigate. But anyway, right here, this is Indian Ledge. So this varies on water level. On this video, you'll see that Indian Ledge is nothing, but when the water is lower, that is a pretty good drop off, a good 2 to 3 foot. It's really fun, but when that is a little bit lower, that will swamp an open kayak. So you'll see that's where, when we floated, we split and went opposite directions around this island, and Dad caught a tree right in here and flipped, and then went down Indian Ledge. I came out the other way and went off, and then right down here is where his kayak originally got hung, and then broke loose and went off into this area. There's a kind of a backwater swirling around right here. So that's where we ended up getting flipped at and having to deal with all that. And this right here is what flipped me. This is another ledge, and this ledge is tricky because as you come down the creek, this ledge is right in this curve, and there's a tree hanging out over it. So it's very easy, and I've done this, to get worried about this tree and trying to stay away from the tree, and then all of a sudden you realize, oh wait, there's a ledge right here. And if you go off that ledge sideways, which is what I did, it's very easy to get flipped in a kayak, canoe, anything. I've flipped on it in a kayak. I've also flipped on it in a canoe. But those are kind of your first 2 big rapids. Is Indian Ledge, and then this ledge right here that's in this bend. And both of them can sneak up on you if you're not paying attention. You work on down, and there's several other good rapids through here in various places. They're a lot of fun. We don't get to anything. They're just big waves on a lot of them. Nothing real extreme or dangerous. There's some really pretty areas through there. And I'll see if I can find where the next spot is. It's just more rapids. Let's see here. I'll find the next. There's lots of good areas out in here. Eventually we'll get down to, okay, this one is a pretty good one. This is This has got some good waves in it, and there's rocks over on the right, and you can stay far left, which is probably the easiest route, or you can kind of go down the middle to the left of these rocks, and you go down the middle, and there's a big hole right in there, but it's really fun. Or you can, if you're more experienced, you can go over close to these rocks and go in between them, and that's a fun route. I haven't personally done it, but it looks like a lot of fun. That's a pretty good rapid right there. And then right after that, right here, we get to the mother. And this, you can't really see it on here very well, but there's a big rock right here, and the creek runs right into it. And then after that, there's these rocks right here, and you'll see in the video where I went right between these two rocks in the middle of the creek. When the water is up, you can go to the side of this. You can skirt the mother. You can go around it. The water level on Google here is not high enough to do that, but when the water is up, you can go around this, or you can always get on the island and walk your boat across. But that's the mother right there. And then after that, there's a couple more rapids before you get to Long Pool. This one's a little kind of fun, nothing crazy, just some good waves. And you'll run, there's one that kind of runs right along a rock ledge right on the water. It's one of these, I don't remember which one. And when you get to that one, you know it's probably this one right here. When you get to that one, you know you're about to hit Long Pool. It's kind of one of the last two rapids before you hit Long Pool. And then you'll take out here. So that is the basic layout of that. And I believe that is a 10-mile run, if I remember correctly. I believe Long Pool to Twin Bridges is 5 miles, and Helton's Farm to Long Pool is 10 miles.